China bans some married women from accessing reproductive technologies, like egg freezing. But why? Women's reproductive rights has always been a battleground issue in China, shaped by both government regulations and traditional beliefs. When People's Republic of China was founded in 1949, Chairman Mao encouraged women to have more babies to strengthen the country's army and workforce. Restrictions were imposed on abortion and birth control until the late 1960s, when the government started viewing the country's growing population as an economic burden. Beijing then took a sharp turn, implementing its first ever family planning policy, 晚期少, meaning marrying late, spacing births at least 3 years apart, and limiting each family to no more than 2 children. And by 1979, China's one-child policy was imposed, alongside fines and measures including forced abortion. The policy was effective, but traumatized many women. The country's demographic reality became clear in recent years as concerns over the nation's aging population have been growing. Beijing then allowed couples to have 2 children in 2015 and 3 children in 2021. But access to reproductive services remained limited to married heterosexual couples. These rules are forcing many Chinese women to take matters into their own hands. When COVID travel restrictions were lifted earlier this year, Mia Liu was one of the growing number of urban educated women traveling outside of China to freeze their eggs.
我们是在放开第一时间就冲出去了，虽然现在没有准备好，而且我100%知道我没有准备好，但是不代表我这辈子不会准备好了。
However, there are risks to using international egg banks. When Joanna Low traveled to Thailand, where it is more affordable, she had to accept the possibility of complications when the time comes to retrieve her eggs. While single women are allowed to freeze their eggs, in 2015, the Thai government implemented a regulation stating that only married women can unfreeze their eggs and access IVF services.
我其实真的没有想太多，因为当下我其实想着把冻卵这件事情。对吧？冻卵这件事情做了，对，那我之后的未来，因为它也充满更多未知数，说以后可能说，政策又变了5年之后，那以后可能会更宽松一点，大家会对就是女性的生育的一些支持会更多，那我可能说我不需要去太去头痛怎么样，就是解冻哦，怎么样去可能结个婚这些问题。
Young, educated, and urban Chinese women have become increasingly aware of their own rights and are fighting for reproductive autonomy. Last month, Teresa Xu, a 35-year-old freelancing writer in China, filed her last appeal to a Beijing court, suing the city's public hospital for denying egg freezing to her because she's unmarried. The outcome of her appeal is yet to be announced, but for now, there's no indication Beijing is ready to make any changes.